Like, they made no comments on the variety of books that I put on the counter. You know, me just the cool aunt over here. That's like my whole goal in life, is just to be the cool aunt. So it's actually like Sunday, and like I'm, you know, doing stuff on a Sunday. What I'm doing right now, it's like 9:40, which is like early for how late I've been going to bed for the past month. And let me tell you, I didn't realize how tired I was until really this weekend. Like, even Wednesday night, I was like, damn, I was really tired. But it really hit me over this weekend when I fell asleep on my couch Friday night, and I was asleep from like 9:30 until 3:30 on my couch, and then got up, went to my bed, and fell asleep for another 6 hours. I really didn't realize how exhausted I was. So, here we are. What am I doing right now is that I am working in our other office for like half of the week, and it's an hour drive, so I gotta get up usually a little bit earlier than normal to like get all my stuff done. Well, I'm gonna not do that because like I said, I've been so tired. I feel like you can see the bags under my eyes. I've been so tired. So I am like pre-packing my lunch for the most part, that, you know, I don't gotta worry about it. 28 grams, sorry. I like pay attention sometimes, but this bag is like all crumbs. I don't want this. That bag is like all crumbs. I don't want crumbs for chips. What if they are in the new bag? I don't know why I kept that. Like, I ate at that bag last night, but man, I did a lot of things that didn't make sense last night out of my sleep-addled brain. I'm also trying to be healthy again, because I feel like I was doing really good, and then the month of July hit, and it was a cluster. But I'm gonna get back to working out. I'm gonna get back to eating healthier. And I know I was saying that as I'm packing chips, but the point is that I need to, like, measure out portions and not just sit down with a whole bag of chips, you know? That's why we're packing my lunch now anyways, so that I can be prepared for tomorrow, and all I gotta do is throw my sandwiches in. And I say sandwiches because they're little sliders. Like, they're these little pretzel bun sliders, and like, they're pretty much made. I just have to put some mayonnaise on them because, like, I don't want them to be dry. I'm gonna pack a Sprite for something a little different than water, and some chips. And no worries, the Sprite will be cold tomorrow because I'll put it in the fridge at work. I'll just take it out of the fridge now because I don't really care. But yeah, that's gonna be the goal. I have, like, I'm trying to get my life back together, guys. Trying. Anyways, it is like 9:40. I have, like, 50 so pages left of this. So I'm going to sit down and read this because it's middle grade. The words are large on the page than other books. And it's really not, like, it's not as tall as my other books. Really, I think it's going to take me like 30 minutes to knock this out. And we will start fresh tomorrow with Ruthless Fae. I have some things on my to-do list. I was making my to-do list in the shower here. There's an announcement video that's going to come out at the beginning of September. So I want to make some graphics for not only the announcement, but the subsequent video, because then there will be a follow-up video for it. So I want to make some graphics, and then I kind of want to flesh out the rest of August, like, content. I already know I have a vague idea, like, sprints on Saturday, help me pick that. We're going to be doing a series vlog that will be out on Thursday, and it's going to be the rest of the Percy Jackson series. And the vlog is almost done. Like, I really just need to finish putting my last Olympian thoughts and, like, the finishing touches, and then that will be done. And then next week is going to be the cook and chat, which I'm going to be filming tomorrow. That's what we voted on. It's kind of a mess in the sink, but, like, we'll worry about that after the cook and chat, you know? Because I'll have to clean up after it. And you guys can't see it anyway, so it's fine. And then, yeah, I'll have the videos at least filmed, and I'll just have to do a little bit of editing. And then I think the week after that is going to be a NetGalley review, because I believe I have a NetGalley arc on my shelf that's coming out like the third or fourth week of August here. So I would like to get that done and up. And then I think the last week in August is going to be the September reset video. And I know I haven't had one for the past 2 months. I've had issues getting them exported. And I think I've narrowed down the problem that's, like, corrupting the file. I don't know why it's doing that, but I think I've narrowed down what's causing the files to get corrupted. I don't know why they're being corrupted, but I think I narrowed down what, like, the origin. We're going to see if that works. If it doesn't work, I don't know. We'll find something for September. But thank you so much for bearing with me this past month. You know, it should get less overall, I should be less stressed. I should be able to read more. We'll be able to do more work. Like, I finished those after my exam, which I had already done these 2 before my exam. I finished these 2 on Wednesday, and I sat down on Thursday and finished those 2. I felt like I got a lot done, and then I picked up my diamond painting, so goal is to get that done. But yeah, it's all like, I feel like my life is coming back together now. It's Wednesday night. I think I updated you guys on Sunday. So since then, Monday I did quite a bit of listening to a revival by Stephen King, and here on Wednesday I did finish that. So it was my Stephen King buddy read for the month, and I quite literally had to write out my thoughts because, again, I think I mentioned this, I'm really questioning my sanity at reading a Stephen King book every month, and at this point I am still questioning my sanity on reading Stephen King. So, a little spoilery here for Revival. So, if you don't want to listen to it, you're going to need to skip ahead a little bit. But, I don't know where King's head is during this one. It starts out, our main character, he just feels a little bit more dramatic than everyone else. And maybe that's because he's a preacher, and he's being the really obnoxious preacher, mind you. And then we somehow go from being a God-worshipping man to a demon-worshipping man. All because our wife and child died in a car accident, so he's gonna worship demons now. Like I said, our guy also likes electricity. He likes to electrocute people. I feel like this is the love child of a Stephen King drug haze. So, yeah, so he likes to electrocute people, and, it cures them. He made somebody learn how to talk again. He cured somebody's cancer by electrocuting them. And he kind of goes on the road, one of those traveling, like, carny things where they're like, oh my god, you're gonna be cured if I touch you. Yeah, that's kind of what he does, but with electricity. But the problem is everybody that he electrocutes goes manic and or severely depressed, and they either kill themselves or they harm other people or they have weird hallucinations, and they all eventually die or in the psych ward. So there's that. Then we kind of turn into this being like a Frankenstein retelling, all the same book here, and he decides he's gonna let this person die. He's kind of gonna bring them back, but not really. He's just gonna kind of bring them back with electricity. He's gonna shock them, kind of like how they shocked Frankenstein's monster. And he's gonna find out what's in the afterlife, because I don't know if he's questioning his demon worshipping at this point, and he's debating about going back to God worshipping. But either way, we find out there's no God. It turns out there's this weird void that people go into when they die, and people are servants of these ants. People serve the ants in the afterlife, but the ants aren't the real rulers. There's this, I assume it's a demon, and it's known as Mother. Why horror books want to go with Mother? Coraline, the other mother. I just read Incidents Around the House, and that's Other Mommy. Why that's a theme with demons, I don't know, but it's Mother. And, yeah, we apparently all serve Mother in the afterlife, and it's all futile, because we're basically going to, a demon dimension hell thing. So, very interesting, very interesting. 4.5 stars. And this is what makes me question my sanity. I'm like, wow, that was very weird. 4.5. Yeah, so that's how that's gone. I also have been picking up Zodiac Academy 2, which is Ruthless Fae. I'm a decent chunk in. I'm at a little over 100 pages. If I wake my Kindle up here, I'll tell you. I'm 31% into it now, which it's a chunker. It does take me a while, but I think I'm going to focus on that tonight because I don't think I physically want to hold a book. So, book-wise, I've started Clockwork Prince. I did get a little chunk into it. I read, like, this chunk on my sprints on Monday, but, like, I don't want to hold a book. And it's now, like, 9:45, and I still don't want to hold a book here on Wednesday night. So I think I'm just going to continue with Ruthless Fae. I'll, like, pick this up tomorrow after work and, like, read, because I got all the editing done. Like, I edited... That sounds so weird, edited. I got Thursday's video done on, like, Monday. For, like, the one that's already, it's already gonna be up when you guys see this. And then I have, like, next week's video edited already. And I'm almost done with another video to be edited. I'm, like, getting ahead on shit again. Look at me go. Look at me go. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna continue with Ruthless Fae here tonight. It's now Thursday, and I had, like, a headache every single day this week. Like, I don't know. It's, like, so humid, and I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Anyways, I went to the bookstore today, and we did some damage, okay? One, I did get a few books for my niece. She really likes Bluey, and as I walked into the store, they had a whole Bluey display of many, like, autumn and Halloween Bluey books, and her birthday is in October. I picked up some options. I'm not gonna wait till October to get all of them. Like, come on, like, let's not be drastic. But I went and got myself some books. I originally walked in the store to get two books in particular. The ones I wanted was Butcher and Blackbird, because I found Leather and Lark when I went to the book loft down in Columbus a few weeks ago, but this was back ordered. So they had it on the shelf at Books A Million. So I went and got this one. That was one of my goals on walking in. I'm thinking for my birthday in September, having a day of vlog, like a day of sprints, where I just sit down and I read Butcher and Blackbird. And then I was also looking for, if I could find it, was Hunting Adeline, because I have Haunting Adeline. But I was like, before I start that one, I would like to have, you know, the other book so that I could read them back to back. Also, I just picked this up, and I didn't realize this in the store, but this book is, like, dense. It's a chunk. Like, this got some weight to it. And then I also decided if I could find it, I would pick it up. Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading and Bree from Four Paws in a Book are going to be reading The All Pair Affair. And this is for the Accidental Book Club. And I was like, I've only read one Tessa Bailey before, and that was Wreck the Halls, and I did enjoy that one. So I was like, I'm not that into, you know, sports stuff, but I'm thinking maybe it won't play that big of a role, so I'll be okay with it. And yeah, I was like, I'll try it. I went and I have a little tab in there to mark the 50% mark, so that I know how much to read for day one of it, and then for day two, the second half. But this will be a Monday, Tuesday book, I believe. So over this weekend, I would like to go ahead and knock out Clockwork Prince. And I also need to finish Ruthless Fae this weekend so that I can move on to my, what's the word called? My arc that I'm going to be starting this month. Then, on the 50% off shelf, I found this Heavenbreaker, and it has these nice edges to it. I don't think these were the original edges I saw online, but maybe they were. I don't know, I thought they were blue online. Maybe I'm just remembering the cover, though. I've heard a few people talk about reading this one, but I haven't heard, like, actual reviews for it yet. And as you can see up here, this side of the book, I guess, like I said, 50% off, but I am a member, so I got an extra 10% off. So this book was, like, 60% off, so, like, I feel like I had to buy it, you know? And I'm realizing I forgot that these have stickers on them. I think stickers on books should be illegal. But I also, while I'm peeling this off, I had a very nice conversation with the ladies working the register today. Like, we had a nice conversation about my book selections. They didn't even think it was that weird. Like, they made no comments on the variety of books that I put on the counter. Because we started with the Bluey books, and then this one went on the counter. And then the Tessa Bailey went on the counter. And then, you know, these are on the, like, popular book talk shelf, so they didn't question anything about these. But these last two books, maybe where they start to question me. I went back to in the back of the store. They have a bargain shelf. They have a few bargain shelves. Like, they have a bargain, like, YA shelf where, like, most of the books are, like, $5 to $7. And then they have, like, the adult ones, which are also close to, I mean, they're more, like, $6 to $8. And then they have a nonfiction shelf. And, like, I mean, there's, like, different things. Like, there's cookbooks back there, general nonfiction, history stuff. And I found 2 nonfiction books. And I'm peeling the sticker off one if you're wondering what I'm doing down here. Because I was like, ooh. Yeah. So I got this on the bargain shelf. It was $10. And the first one I got is Serial Killers and Psychopaths, True Life Cases That Shocked the World. And I was like, ooh, yeah, we could go for that. It's like a bit of a chunker, but like, every once in a while I like to sit down and read nonfiction. So I thought, why not? And also, it has quite large print. I didn't flip through any of it, but it has quite large print. And there are pictures of our serial killers. How nice. And along the same lines, I couldn't decide between the 2 books. I was like, girl, just treat yourself and get... Oh, sorry, I threw the book in my lap and I'm peeling the sticker off now. But I was like, you just should treat yourself. Like, you just passed a really hard test. You got a bonus from work that was $100. Admittedly, half of it I immediately put into savings because, like, I'm trying to be, like, a responsible adult, you know? And then I used another part of it to pay some bills down. But I was like, you know, you should still treat yourself because you worked very hard since January 2023 for this exam. That sticker did not come off very nice. So you should really treat yourself. So, yeah. It was also the last day of tax-free week in Ohio, which I know not every state in the U.S. has, but essentially, it's usually, like, in the summer. Ours is always in August. And it was priorly only 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but Daddy DeWine, a.k.a. Governor Mike DeWine for Ohio, extended it to a 10-day tax-free time. I mean, there are limits on it, but, like, a lot of stuff is tax-free. All of my books were tax-free, so I didn't have to pay any tax on any of them, so I was like, you know what? The money I'm saving in tax, I can buy another book. So the next one I bought was The World's Worst Serial Killers, Shocking Crimes and Unspeakable Murders. And that's John Wayne Gacy there on the cover. I thought, you know, yeah. So I just decided, you know, why not? I very rarely buy nonfiction. So, I don't know. I kind of thought it'd be nice. And like I said, they were on the bargain shelves. And I don't know how much they originally retail for. Oh, we got some index. I mean, these are chunkier than I thought. Like, I don't know. I knew these were chunky, but I guess looking at them, I was like, oh, it's probably like... It doesn't have prices. I guess we don't put prices on stuff anymore, do we? No, we do. This got a price. I don't know. This doesn't have a price on it, like a recommended retail value. But that's okay. I paid $10 for them, and, like, they're nonfiction. So, yeah, those are the books I got. I won't show you all the Bluey books because, I mean, do you guys really want to see the Bluey books? One of them is a magnet board. So... I thought she would enjoy playing with that. And they also came with some temporary tattoos. So, you know, me just the cool aunt over here. That's like my whole goal in life is just to be the cool aunt. So, that's fine with me. Then I was looking at, like, I kind of wanted, like, I have a planner and I put all of my work and, like, my to-do stuff in it. But I also put all my content stuff in it. And I was like, this is just, like, getting, like, a disaster. And I've tried to, like, digitally do the content planning, but, like, I'm much more of a physical. I need to physically write it down to remember stuff. And so they had these there, and I was like, yo, I kind of like this plant cover. It's a bit bigger. I wanted a bit bigger for one so I could, like, write down different books and what I need to read for content and when and blah, 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 blah. So I got this. It is actually $30 US money. You know, you get into the Canadian and Australian and New Zealand, man, y'all are ripping people off on prices, my god. But it's nice and big, and yeah, I thought I'd do, like, my content planning in it. So I did go ahead, and I have, like, my August, like this week's stuff in there, and like I do have some content that's like, I'm kind of ahead on content for most of it. I almost have all of August's content done. So I kind of do have some of it quite a bit ahead. So yeah. Is it gonna be my content book? Am I gonna carry it around everywhere? Yeah, maybe a little bit. But I really like the plant design because I like plants. If you guys couldn't tell by how many plants I own. I'm gonna sit down with Ruthless Faye on my Kindle in the dark, and I'm just gonna read until I fall asleep. I think that's the plan. Good morning. It's technically Sunday, but here's my Saturday update. I did get to 56% in Clockwork Prince, so I'm hoping to get that finished up today. And I would like to get Ruthless Faye for the most part finished up today, which I still have like 70% of that one. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah. I feel like yesterday was fairly productive once I actually sat down to start reading. So that's what I just need to do today. I just need to actually sit down and start reading when I'm done doing all the errands, because it's Sunday and we need to go do all of the errands. I already went and got Eleanor's dog food. So next I'm gonna make a stop at Rite Aid because all the Rite Aids are going out of business, which is unfortunate for where I'm from because that was quite literally the only pharmacy. The next one was 30 miles away, so highly inconvenient. So they just need to make that a Walgreens, just make it a Walgreens now, because Walgreens is taking over everything. But and then I need to go buy some groceries because if I want to eat this next week, we need to have more than just a bag of potatoes. So we're gonna go do that, and I'm gonna get started with a fresh week, and we're gonna hopefully do better on the reading.